Yeah, good day. My name is Siyabonga Mabanga. First, let me take this opportunity to thank Liquid Television, led by Utami, under Iminga, his production company. We appreciate the opportunity to be part of such platforms when we engage with issues of the community and issues of young people. So this session, basically within this episode, it's based on the youth development overview within the Likwa local municipality. While we are unpacking the youth development and interventions that we have done to assist young people within the community of Likwa, entirely in all 15 wards of the municipality. So this is a commitment from us, as indicated, from an organization called Sakile Youth Empowerment Center, SAYEC, and also representing a company called Saturated Africa, which is the implementing company of these projects within Khetsibande entirely. So first, I would like to start from the introduction of the journey of innovation, which we have introduced innovation in Likwa. I think most of the people have seen within the country and all corners of the world that digital innovation and technology has taken a rapid impact on how our lives operate, how we view our lives, how we live our lives on a daily basis. So we have taken a stance and a commitment under the youth development in Likwa to ensure that we come forward and assist young people to not be left behind when we are speaking with innovation and technology. So I would speak from the provincial outlook in Mpumalanga. As we all know, which were sectors of production were influenced by mining, agriculture, manufacturing, and all tourism. And there's a need call for a digital economy where we are striking strike now. We want to emerge and position our young people at the center of innovation and technology. So we have taken a stance as Sakile Youth Empowerment Center under the partnership of Saturated Africa, the Department of Science and Technology, Innovation, and also its agency with the Technology Innovation Agency, that we can report that we have done work within the Likwa local municipality, and we continue to work hard to ensure that young people within the province and entirely Likwa per se, Khetsibande and the entire province are not left behind, because we want to ensure that they are able to access the opportunities that come with the digital economy. So I want to start from first by starting the introduction of the digital economy, how it came about in Likwa local municipality. SAYEC in 2 years ago, we got defunded as one of the organizations which were defunded by the Mpumalanga provincial government, the Department of Social Development under the Youth Development Directorate, due to funding issues. And one of the requirements meant that they need to cut our youth centers within Likwa, within the province. But Likwa, we are very unfortunate enough, as SAYEC, we are cut off for funding. But due to the resilience that we have shown and the issue and the strike that we have in wanting to change the youth development and formalize youth development within our communities, we went to another approach of establishing what we call a Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship within the community of Likwa, which we regard as the CIE. ECIE is one of the projects that are endorsed by the Department of Science and Innovation Technology at the national level. As we stand, there are not enough CIE in the country, which in Mpumalanga, I think SAYEC is the second CIE to be established in the province of Mpumalanga, and the first in Khetsibande, and the other one being in Kangala region. So we have started this concept of the CIE in partnership with Saturated Africa, which is the holding company that has established a memorandum of understanding with Sakile Youth Empowerment Center in the Department of Science and Technology. We started it wanting to establish what we call projects for young people within the community, access to digital economy, cyber security, and also being able to assist local SMEs to be able to equip themselves within what comes after with the digital entrepreneurship. So the challenges that the youth of Likwa local municipality have faced are very much big than what we thought. The youth of Likwa unemployed, there is less intervention, there is less formalization of youth structures, there is less support of youth-owned enterprises and development. So we have taken a stand at SAEC under the CIE concept that we are going to ensure that the youth of this community are equipped with the opportunities that we are going to bring. So the new approach with a strategic partnership with Saturated Africa and the Department of Science and Innovation, we are saying that we want to support local SMEs, youth-owned SMEs, to access to funding, to protect their IPs, their intellectual property. We need to ensure that we have also local innovators. That's why we are focusing on local grassroots innovation. So any young person who has a business, who sells water, who wants to find a solution in water challenges that are affecting the municipality, who wants to find innovation challenges in agriculture, we are the solution to that youth, and we are going to ensure that we assist them as we are establishing the CIE concept. So just to brief the community, the province of Mpumalanga, Kgeetsibande and Lekwa, what we have done in the past 2 years, we have managed to establish the CIE. I can also report that the SAEC is the outstanding center for innovation in the country, as awarded by the Department of Science and Innovation under the Grassroots Innovation Award in 2025 in the month of November. That recognition means that SAEC has positioned itself as the leading CIE in the province in the country, not necessarily in the province, in the country. So we've taken a stand to support young people under our SPANA Escalator project, which is SPANA is a learning management system that we've developed under the Memorandum of Understanding with Saturated Africa to ensure that young people are able to be assisted in programs such as cybersecurity, the digital, cybersecurity, digital economy, data sciencing, and all those digital component projects that we will need to ensure that young people are supported under their SME development. So the winning competition of the CIE meant that SAEC will now be positioned as the gateway for innovation in the Republic of South Africa. So the roadmap towards achieving that is still under progress, and we are very happy to report that we have established a project steering committee encompassing the Department of Science and Innovation, TIA, Saturated Africa, to ensure that within the upcoming 5 years, we need to set up the only CIE project in the township of Sakile, which will be able to assist local innovative talent, young people, persons with disabilities, women. Those are our focus areas. Then I think just to move on the concept of the issues of challenges within the municipality, what we've unpacked within the local municipality is that as young people are not organized, and the non-organization of young people and structures is not a result of young people not knowing what to do, but it's how do you hold accounting authorities such as the municipality to continue to revive what you call, to have a youth development strategy of the municipality, and also revive the youth council that will be able to unite young people under a one voice and under a one youth development strategy to focus on area of job creation, SME development, funding of local creators, and also funding on small businesses, your township economy, the reclaiming of spaza shops and everything. We want to engage on that platform, and we can confirm that we have engaged the municipality, I think for the past 5 years, forwarding proposal of the reviving of the youth council of the municipality. I myself have been able to draft the youth development strategy and also forward it to the municipality for council deliberation. But as I can report, there's never been a platform of that. It means that the municipality has shy away in discussing issues of young people. And also from time to time, I think we've moved on. Just last week, there was a youth parliament in Mpumalanga. And part of the discussions that were discussed by the Mpumalanga provincial government, those have been issues that we've discussed in the past provincial youth parliament. And we have not been getting any sufficient progress because we have indicated as the youth of Mpumalanga that we need to able to ensure that in our local municipalities, your local economic development office and unit, we establish what we call the youth youth focus, areal focus within the local economic development strategy, so that we can be able to focus on the youth issues practically, because one of the challenges that we've picked up in our local economic development strategy, they mix issues, and also you look at the integrated development plan of the municipality of Lekwa. For many years, on the concept of youth development, it has never changed. They only retain what we call youth development centers, and they've never been supporting those youth development centers. As much as we have private and public partnership, we have your Seriti and ESCOM, COFCO, they do not come forward when we propose these sustainable projects to them, so that they can invest in youth development. Yeah, and just to move on to, as I'm about to conclude this episode of Ilikwa TV that focuses on the youth development, outlining the interventions that we are taking, and also outlining what we are going to do further, I would like to speak more on the concept of the youth development centers. As I've indicated in the opening of this episode, is that we have received the defining of strategical youth hubs within Lekwa. We have ISAEC, we have Ingqubeko, we have Isivukile, and other progressive youth formation that are associated and part of us. Part of the defining of the strategical center, meaning that we are killing in the access and the strategical hubs for young people within the community. And while we are killing these centers, young people who do not have now the information hub where we get information of job creation, SME development, and also hosting what we call NYDA, because one of the most difficult challenges I think young people have addressed, the non-access to NYDA office within Lekwa is causing a disruption, because young people cannot afford the necessary financial means to go and travel, to go to Secunda, to secure that. So that is why we are saying that as youth activists, as youth development practitioners, we have created a solution that we need to restore what we call the youth development centers in the Lekwa sub-region, so that young people can use those hubs as the NYDA access point, so that we can be able to access information and also move on. And also, just to move on, I'm very dissatisfied with how corporate social investment in Lekwa has been handled. I myself have participated on numerous what we call stakeholder forums. And participating on those numerous stakeholder forums, SASOL, Seriti, COFCO, as young people, we've never really gotten a voice to raise our frustration and our proposal, because most of those stakeholder forums, they are hijacked for self-benefit purposes, and we struggle the most to ensure that we channel this corporate investment to sustainable projects within the community. So I'm appealing to the municipality, LED department, and all those companies that I've mentioned, Seriti, ESCOM, COFCO, to channel their investment to sustainable projects for young people, because young people are the future of this community. And part of the investing in young people, we need to focus on innovative ways and focus on innovative solutions, so that we can be able to solve the issues of challenges. Currently, we are experiencing the issues of water. Yesterday, we had the Mpumalanga Economic Growth Agency roadshow in Lekwa. Part of the submission that we've made and submitted to the Department of Economic Development, which is the custodian of MEGA in the province of Mpumalanga, we submitted that we have the solution as young people of Lekwa to solve the issues of water challenges by providing innovative solution, monitoring the water challenges infrastructure to report what we call AMA leakages of water leakages within the community. So we have the innovative solution. We just need a platform to express ourselves and be able to provide this solution. I think in addition to that, we have launched under the company Saturated Africa, we are launching a company called Innovalanga, which is a project under the Saturated Holding SME. We are launching this project in the Getsibane district municipality, and also in the Fezile Dabi district, which is in the Free State province, Sasolburg, to be precise, and also in the Gauteng province. What we've pegged with Innovalanga is that innovation happens in the Gauteng Innovation Hub in the most. So we have taken a stance and strategized and planned and worked in a proposal with the Department of Science that we are going to launch Innovalanga, which is derived from Mpumalanga, the sun. We say that innovation happens where the sun rises. That is our province of Mpumalanga, and we want to ensure that when we focus on this innovation, all the districts within the municipality, Yohetsibane, Nkangala, and Hlanzini, are not left behind, because we want to take this as a national footprint to ensure that innovation happens within our province. We have started with the application for call. We have started under our learning and training under Innovalanga, which is the Master Gen Artificial Intelligence Program. Application have been closed, I think, on the 1st of April, last of April, and many young people within the Gauteng district, Fezile and the Gauteng province, they apply in numbers. We are going to start with the onboarding process as we go to July, and we want to ensure that we are going to support every young person within the district of Gauteng to be part of our innovation and be part of technological innovation support. And part of the Innovalanga and our expansion place, we have an aerial focus as a project planning. We are focusing on manufacturing, agriculture, technology, tourism. We want to provide a solution for local SMEs which are in the sectors of tourism within the Gauteng by providing them with innovative tools, access to funding, and also funding young people so that they can be able to go out there and be able to contribute to our local economies in Gauteng district. Part of the IDP's Integrated Development Plan of Municipality, I think we have time for time reported, and also we've seen with the Liqua service delivery commitment within the municipality. There are areas of priorities that need to be affected, needs to be channeled and focused on as an urgent means to solve issues of unemployment within our community. Majority of young people within the community are young people who are unemployed, and we want to ensure that we are going to support them moving further in terms of their business journey, and also them assisting them with the relevant skills so that they can be able to contribute to their local economies. I think also just to end with this episode under Iliqua TV, we want to also continue to express our deepest appreciation for Iliqua TV, which has established this platform for the community of Iliqua, because from time to time, as young people, we didn't have a platform to engage on issues that are affecting youth in particular, and also issues of the community at large, because also we have elder people who play a significant role in our lives, and we do not want to exclude them in our concepts and activities as young people within the community of Iliqua. So we appreciate the stance that have been taken by Iliqua TV. And we also call from the Iliqua local municipality, the Department of Economic Development, Gauteng District Municipality, to support this channel, Iliqua TV, because from time to time, I think I've been also a witness. There are people who have tried to establish Ama Radio, Iliqua Radio for channels, but they have not received support. And we are declaring that as a youth development vehicle for this community. We are going to ensure that we open doors for organizations such as Iliqua TV, because we believe that their platforms are very significant in terms of assisting us to communicate with the type of work that we have. I think one of the most difficult challenges that within the municipality been facing is the issue of communicating type of the issues, type of the projects that have been happening within our community. I can also report with one of our partners, the Iserit Institute, which has been doing exceptionally well, strategizing and providing a national youth service project within the community, Iliqua, creating thousands of employment opportunities for the community of Iliqua. We are very excited that they are continuing. As we speak, they have also added a call for young people to come forward and apply for the applications that have been advertised. They can be accessed at the offices at Standerton, opposite the Iliqua local municipality. So we appreciate the platform, and we are going to ensure that forward we move on and develop new programs for young people. And lastly, we call for the revival of the Youth Council from the municipality. We are calling on the Executive Mayor, Sfiso Ngomezulu, with your transversal department led by Ubab Giako, to restore the Youth Council, and also call on the MMC for Community and Safety, Umama Paseka. We need the Youth Council as agent, and also we need to caution the revival of council. We need to caution the processes on the revival of the Youth Council and the Youth Development Strategy, not to be led by what we call political instability, because we know there are young people from different political parties who want to hijack the vehicle of Youth Council. And we need to caution them that the Youth Council is not a political gaining vehicle. This is a vehicle that needs to liberate the youth of Lekwa local municipality as we champion and work together and ensure that we solve issues of social economical challenges within our community and be able to create adequate and very urgent solutions to job unemployment, lack of skill development, and so on. And lastly, we call on the partners within the municipality to come and work with us. Mine, I can be accessed at I can be contacted at 079 273 2730 Siyabonga Mabanga, and also you can contact me through the following emails. It's siyabonga@saturated.co.za and also Siyabonga Mabanga 2020 at gmail.com. And lastly, we've been contacted at sayegyouth@gmail.com. We appreciate the session. Thank you.